Yes.
November 25th, 2011. A woman warrior narrowed her eyes, rolled up her sleeves, and charged into the arena. She'd been training for this battle, planning her attack strategies, dreaming of the spoils of her victory. The battleground? Walmart? Her weapon? A pepper spray gun. The coveted winner's trophy? An Xbox 360? This American mom won the shopper showdown known as Black Friday and left 10 of her fallen opponents driving in the aisles, temporarily blinded. While we may all call her crazy, the authorities simply dubbed her a competitive shopper. Competition. The Longman Dictionary defines it as a situation in which people try to be more successful than others. It pushes us to reach our fullest potentials and to achieve amazing feats. It determines the cream of the crop and seems an innate part of ourselves. Thanks to competition, the United States has successfully put a man on the moon, consistently ranked high in the Olympics, and established itself as a powerful nation. But when our over-competitiveness crosses a line, that's where the problem emerges. Ultimately, we must ask, does competition always lead to success? To find out, let's put competition to Rotary's four-way test. So first, is it the truth that competition yields the best results? Not necessarily. In fact, competition may have caused a long-standing problem in our academic field. In his article, Who's Cheating Whom?, psychologist Alfie Kahn showed a direct correlation between competition and academic dishonesty. In a recent study in California high schools, it was shown that the more schools focused on competition, the more students observed and engaged in cheating. On the contrary, less cheating occurred when students focused more on cooperation in the process of learning. Unfortunately, our schools today seem to have misused competition as a driving force for academic success. Wilfred DeCroo from MIT Press estimated that up to 90% of high school students have cheated. Unhealthy competition motivates people to cheat, ultimately harming our society. Second, is competition fair to all concerned? Unfortunately, no. I'm reminded of Tanya Harding, the 1991 figure skating champion and the first American woman to have successfully landed a triple axel jump. But she wasn't satisfied. She wanted to be the best and always the best. Shortly before the 1994 figure skating championships, Harding conspired with her ex-husband to hire a bodyguard and attack her rival, Nancy Kerrigan. One night after practice, as Kerrigan was leaving the rink, she was struck on her thigh by a police baton and crumpled to the floor. There have been hundreds of other cases where fair play turned foul. In 1937, German athlete Hermann Radjen pretended to be a woman named Dora and entered women's high jump to gain a physical advantage. In the 2000 Paralympics, 10 of the 12 basketball players from Spain pretended to be mentally deficient when they actually had no disabilities. In cases where athletes not only cheat, but harm their opponents to attain success, it's clear that competition is not fair to all concerned. Third, will competition build goodwill and better friendships? Unfortunately, no. Competition may have suffocated the intimate ties we have with each other. Instead of competing, it's more beneficial to maintain a healthy environment where cooperation is encouraged. Last summer, I had the honor of attending Camp Royal, a week-long leadership camp sponsored by Rotary District 5160. Throughout the week, not only did I learn from inspirational speakers, participate in various hands-on activities, and improve my leadership skills, I also made friends with 150 other campers. Together, we opened our hearts, shared our deepest insecurities, and formed a unique community of understanding and trust. We each knew what it felt like to be trapped and suffocated in intensely competitive environments. So instead of competing, we cooperated with each other and formed a unique community of unconditional love and encouragement. Not only did everyone benefit from the camaraderie of Camp Royal, we also learned what it truly meant to serve others through encouragement. To this day, I keep that Camp Royal spirit in my heart and try not to forget to serve others through encouragement and cooperation. Finally, will competition be beneficial to all concerned? And again, the answer is no. Since competition has motivated many people to cheat in schools, in sports, suffocate the intimate ties we have with each other, and force many to overstep their moral boundaries, it's clear that competition is not beneficial to all concerned. As we can see, competition has unfortunately failed Rotary's 4-way test. But wait a minute. I'm not advocating to completely eliminate competition. As human beings, we can all acknowledge that competition does have its benefits. Personally, I regularly attend speech tournaments in the hopes of attaining some trophies for all my hard work. And just last year, I had to interview against other candidates for that spot at Camp Royal. But when we rely too much on competition, the harms actually outweigh the positive results. Rotary's motto, service above self, requires each of us to abandon our selfish desires for rewards and sacrifice a little for the greater good of society. By diminishing unhealthy competition and increasing cooperation, we can strike a balance between achievement and service. Now that